I wanted to come out today and share a couple of things with the founding members of Onpassive. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. Uh, if you understand these two things, you're going to know exactly where you're going to be in a couple of months. And I'm going to let you determine that at the end of the video. It's a very, very good place. Uh, but the first thing I want to talk about, it's probably the most powerful thing that I've ever heard in Onpassive. And as you look at Onpassive, I've heard a lot of really, really terrific things, Catmo and the things that Ash Mufara has shared with us. But this one thing, I believe, for me, was the most powerful thing that I've heard talked about Onpassive. And the first thing is a conversation that Ash had on one of his webinars with the founding members of Onpassive. And we know that Ash likes to come on and talk to the founding members, see where they're at, see how they're feeling, that type of thing. Really, really cool. And Ash came on and he was talking to a young lady. And Ash Mufara, as we know, is very, very curious. If he weren't, we wouldn't have been able to go from the inception of Onpassive to where we are right now, a unicorn company. Wouldn't have been able to do it. So we love Ash's curiosity. And Ash came on and asked this young lady a very, very innocent, curious question. And he asked the young lady, "What color is your country?" Now, I'm not sure that can be asked anywhere else but in Onpassive because we are such a tight-knit group, and we love the curiosity of Ash Mufara. But he asked the question, "What color is your country?" And the young lady came on and she said, "We have a saying in our country, and that saying is Tukala. And what it means is a country of many colors." And when she said that, for me, it was remarkable. It was extraordinary. And as she said that, it just flashed in my mind right away. That is Onpassive. And it is the most powerful description that I've ever heard about Onpassive and the founding members of Onpassive, Tukala, a company of many colors. And as she described it, I understood that when she talked about a country of many colors, no one color dominating another, all colors have tremendous value. And again, it just entered my mind. That is Onpassive. We are Tukala. And when you look at Onpassive, we have people coming in from all over the globe, from every country, from every nation, every language, every color. And it's remarkable what Ash Mufara has put together, how it's come together, how it's meshed, how it's been grafted together. And as we look at the founding members of Onpassive and what we've become, as we start to move, as Ash Mufara starts to move us in whatever direction, we will be an unstoppable force. Now, Ash Mufara is always going to be at the rudder. He's always going to be steering that massive luxury liner that's going to be coming into the world. He's always going to be there. We want that. Absolutely want that. But as we look at Onpassive, yes, the founding membership, Ash Mufara, it's part of this powerful movement that we have. But the tech team in Hyderabad, they're just as powerful. We need them too. They bring the products out. The products, it's what fuels the founding members of Onpassive. And as we look forward, and Ash Mufara starts to move this beautiful of individuals coming together and becoming one, as we start to move, it will be unstoppable. Nobody will be able to stop the momentum that we're going to bring forward in Onpassive. So as you look at Onpassive, and you look at what Ash has done and what the founding members have done, and what this one individual, one little word is a perfect description of Onpassive, Tukala. And this was an individual I'd never heard before. I'd never seen her before. It shows you the kind of talent we have in Onpassive. It shows you the wisdom that we have in Onpassive. And as we look at that, Onpassive is getting ready to change. How do I know that? How do I know that Onpassive is in a place where it's just going to change? And I want to give you a couple examples of that. Today, because of the amount of people we have in Onpassive, we have a lot of new members coming out and becoming leaders of Onpassive, and that's a really, really good thing. And the old guard is starting to fade away. Now, the old guard will never fade away completely, but we have new talent coming in. Most of the time, they're better than the old guard. And you can see it, whether it's Robin Williams or Chris Johnson, whether it's Julian Milo, whether it's Ron and Lynn, whether it's Engineer Mike or Engineer Bob, whether it's Comfort coming in and starting to change and keep founding members of Onpassive not only informed but engaged. And I see that happening today. And by the way, this is a really, really good thing. We need so many good leaders because Onpassive is so big and it's not going to get any smaller. So we need really good quality leaders coming in and taking the reins and keeping Onpassive fresh and moving forward and engaged. So this is a really, really good thing. And I know that. I'll give you an example of how I know that. Onpassive Nation has a YouTube channel. Okay? We've had it for 3 years. That YouTube channel is no longer ours. It is no longer Onpassive Nation. It is Onpassive. This is a good thing, by the way. And when I look at that YouTube channel, there is more content, more videos from the founding members of Onpassive than there is from Onpassive Nation. Again, this is a good thing. And this is how Onpassive is changing today. The old guard passing away, new talent coming up, and it keeps Onpassive vibrant and young and healthy. This is what Ash Mufara wants. He wants Onpassive to continue to grow, to evolve into something that's better and better and better. And I see that happening before my eyes with all the new talent coming on, with what everybody is doing, and how Ash Mufara is guiding this magnificent ship moving forward into the global launch of Onpassive. So Tukula, I believe, is one of the most powerful things that I've ever heard in Onpassive. And it wasn't said by Ash Mufara, but one of the founding members. I thought it was absolutely awesome, remarkable, all those acronyms that you can use. It really does describe who we are in Onpassive. So that's number one. Let's go to number two. Ash Mufara, about 2 days ago, did a web. He didn't do the webinar, but he came on and talked in the webinar. And the title of the webinar was Targeted Traffic. People were going to come on, talk about targeted traffic marketing, how it works, how it's going to benefit you. And Ash Mufara could not resist himself. He had to come on because this is his passion. He loves marketing. He loves targeted traffic. This is what he does. This is his passion. And when he came on, did you hear that passion? I mean, he talked about everything, how all these intricate things come together and build a marketing campaign, how it goes out, how the target traffic comes in, goes out, how customers come in, everything that you could think about. When it comes to targeting traffic and marketing, Ash Mufara talked about it. It was cool. It was very, very cool. And marketing is one of my passions. And as Ash talked about it, I know most of the people there couldn't put all the dots together. It was so complicated, but they understood what Ash was talking about. And as this comes together, how really powerful it's going to be for the founding members of Onpassive. Now, when I listened to Ash, I loved it all, by the way. I absolutely loved it all, and I learned a lot. But the one thing that really stood out for me, because it impacts all of us, it impacts all the founding members of Onpassive. He talked about his conversion rate. Now, initially he came on and he said, conversion rates, in other words, customers seeing what you have and buying. That's it. How many? And the conversion rate. If you have 100 customers and 50 buy, that's a 50% conversion rate. Simple as that. How many customers are buying? That's all it is. And he said it's really, really difficult to talk about conversion rates because there are so many variables involved, which we had just heard. It's really, really hard to say what a conversion rate is going to be. But he did talk about it. Now, personally, myself, if I get a 5% conversion rate, in other words, 5 or 6% of the customers coming in and buying, I can build a 6-figure income, maybe a 7-figure income. Gives you an idea of the numbers involved. But Ash came on and he wouldn't talk specifically about the conversion rate that he thought his marketing campaigns were going to get for us, the amount of customers coming in and buying. But he did talk about his past history. And he talked about a conversion rate of 50%. Now, when he talked about very, very low conversion rates, 3, 4, 5, 6%, he just poo-pooed those. He goes, no, we don't even go there. But when he started to talk about his experience and what he's done, he said, yeah, we've had conversion rates of 50%, very, very good. We've also had a conversion rate with particular marketing campaigns of 100%. Now, when you start to think about these conversion rates, and again, we don't know what they're going to be as Ash does the marketing campaigns, but based on his past experience, if they're 35, 40, 45, 50, that is massive. And what they will do for those individuals that are founding members of Onpassive, those individuals participating with Onpassive, the numbers that Ash used, if he only gets close to those, it'll blow your socks off. You will be in that place. Yes, you can develop an income, you can develop residual income, and you can develop wealth online. And if he comes close to those conversion rates, and knowing Ash, he's probably going to exceed those. It's just who he is. But he knows the value of the traffic that's going to be coming in. He knows how qualified they're going to be. He knows how good they're going to be. He knows they're looking for what we have. And over time, I believe that conversion rate will be very, very high. These people will come in and buy the products of Onpassive. Why? Product, superior, lower price point. And Ash Mufar knows how to get these products in front of people in a very, very good way so that as they look at them, they're just going to go, oh, I have to have that. So that was something Ash Mufar talked about. I thought the conversion rates were very, very exciting for all the founding members in Onpassive. And if you understand conversion rates, if you're getting 25, 30, 35, 40% of the customers coming in and buying, guys, you don't have anything to worry about. Onpassive is going to take off like a rocket, and you're going to be able to sit back and watch those apples come in and change your life. So those are the two things I wanted to share with you. Hopefully you enjoyed them. I know the conversion rate you did, but Tukala, it's just one of those things. It's one of those tangibles that someone in the Onpassive family came in and shared with us. I just thought it was very, very powerful. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you all have a great week. Keep your eyes glued on Onpassive. Things are going to be changing very, very quickly now. And as they do, I'll come on, do more videos. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go on down there, subscribe, click the bell on the right, and you'll get notifications as I do more videos. But we're putting a lot of videos up on this channel right now. It is an Onpassive YouTube channel right now, and there's a lot of information here that will help each and every one of you. So from there, just stay engaged, guys. It's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. And from there, yeah, we're just going to see everybody at the top. Have a great week, and we'll chat soon. Bye.